Hello Pokemon fans, this is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you the first official, unofficial 6th Gen battle. Yes! 6th Gen, Pokemon X and Y. I am very, very impressed with the game. I have been playing it non-stop, on the bus, at home, even when I probably shouldn't be playing it, but I mean, it's a fantastic game. Near perfect. Has some shortcomings, but I mean, what game doesn't? It was just a great overall game. So today I'm going to be bringing you the first 6th Gen battle that I recorded, which was just a custom match when people were without a ladder and they were just looking for people to play 6th Gen against 6th Gen. And I decided to jump in and grab a couple of battles. And of course, if you play on Showdown, you now know that there is an OU ladder, but you also know that Showdown has been down. So the moment that it comes back up, I'm going to be grinding a ton of content for you guys, trying to get a whole bunch of teams, trying to get as much as I can going, and start building up the 6th Gen meta. And of course, none of us know exactly what's going on yet. We're just trying to figure it out. But I mean, after 2.5 weeks, I'm very impressed with how much work Cerebi, Smogon, and all the competitive battlers have actually been doing with discovering, all these tips and tricks and all this damage calculations and stuff like this. I need a damage calculator now, by the way. But anyways, I don't expect you to know any of this if you don't play competitive or you haven't started playing competitive yet, so I'm going to be very descriptive in the beginning of my uploads with what the Pokemon do and stuff like this. So here's 12 Pokemon you potentially haven't seen. No, that'd be 10? No, 9. 9 different Pokemon that you've probably never seen because they're all brand new. So, again, like I said, this battle was just straight 6th Gen. I asked for no Megas. I asked for no Ubers. I just wanted to try out 6th Gen Pokemon. Get these guys going, and I get to learn a little bit more about the 6th Gen Season 1 meta, which is just 3v3 matches they do in a global tournament or something like that. And that's how they determine which ones are going to be good, which ones should be Uber. And I can tell you right now, the first Pokemon I'm about to explain should be an Uber. But anyways, so the first Pokemon you see on your left, I'm going to go from left to right. That man is Aegislash. Aegislash is a Steel Ghost type. It is just ridiculous at what it can do. It basically switches forms between Blade form and Shield form, and I'll show you in the battle how stupid it is. But anyways, next to it, it is Malamar. It is not a ghost. It is a Psychic Dark type. I've given it a Choice Scarf now. People are probably saying Choice Scarf sucks. And if you hear that, that's because there is a brand new hazard called Sticky Web. And what that does is any Pokemon that switches in that makes contact with the ground loses a speed point. So it loses a stage of speed, which is quite possibly one of the most annoying and stupidest hazards you could ever create. But it exists, so Choice Scarf is essentially neutered. But since no 6th Gen Pokemon learn it, I'm using Choice Scarf still. So Choice Scarf Malamar learns Contrary with Superpower, so you can see what's exactly going to be going on there. I have Barbaracle, that backwards Barbaracle right there facing you with the scary eyes. He's a Shell Smash Sweeper, so that's going to be fun. Florge, or Florges, however you want to say it, Florge, because it's a French game, of course. It's a special defensive wall, and I give it max special defense investment. It has really bad defense. I think base 55, but you know what? It's, just as a straight special defensive wall, it's fun. It's a Wish passing one. Most people run Recover with attacks. I run Wish just because. Why not? Trying stuff out. Hawlucha, that cool little bird right there. I love it. It's so awesome. It's so simplistic, but it's just incredibly awesome. And it learns Unburden. 92 attack, 117 speed. That's not too bad. Flying, fighting type. I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's the only Pokemon that also learns a dual type move, which I'm not using. But it does have that option if you want to learn it. And on the right there, its name is Gourgeist. It is a Ghost Grass type with huge defense, base 122 defense. And I think this is the normal size, so base 65 HP. But it can be 4 or 5 different sizes. And the larger it is, which you'll see in future uploads, because I am building a team with a larger version of Gourgeist. It gets 4 or 5 different sizes, so the larger it is, the more HP, attack, and defense it gets, and the less speed it gets. So, in case any of you are thinking about a Gourgeist use, I would recommend large, just because Super, for gaining an extra 5 or 10 base HP, the speed significantly drops, and I think that Large just has a perfect balance between defense, HP, and speed. Just my opinion, if you're thinking about using the Gourgeist, but probably none of you are. But, I mean, it gets Insomnia, so it stops Smeargles. Doesn't stop just Spore, it stops Hypnosis, which is still running around. But, yeah, that's a really long intro to my team. And looking at my opponent's team, I'll just have to explain it along the way because it's just too much to talk about. It's the beginning. I don't really know how to start off a gen because, remember, I came in halfway through 5th gen. So, I mean, I don't know. We're just going to get into it. So, looking in the ways it leads, I really didn't know what he wanted to do. I noticed that he has a lot of special attackers, though, so I figured... Actually, no. I figured what he would do was probably lead off with either Hawlucha or Greninja, which is his little frog there, because they both get U-turn, and Gourgeist can take the hit because he's max defense, max HP. So I'd lead off with Gourgeist, lead off with Greninja. Now, I also fear the Ice Beam because this thing has no defense, or no special defense, and this thing it has the Protean ability, which changes its type into the move that it used. So Greninja is technically now an Ice type, now a Bug type, which means it always gets Stab on its move. It's originally Water Dark, so it's able to just get Stab all the time, which is a pain in the nuts. But as you can see, it does nothing to Flourish, because Flourish is base 155 special defense. It's like a fairy version of Blissey. It's ridiculous. But he's going to send an Aegislash. Now, this thing is quite possible, again, one of the most annoying Pokemon and probably one of those broken Pokemon in the world. It has base 150 defense and special defense. Its typing is Ghost and Steel, and it gets Swords Dance. Now, that's not the only stupid part about it being so bulky. To take on an Aegislash, you need another Aegislash in 6th gen, just in my opinion. What King Shield does, it's a form of Protect, and if the Pokemon makes contact, as you see, you lose 2 attack stages. That's ridiculous. And look, a +2 attack from Aegislash, because when you switch into Blade form, which is what you see on the opponent's side right now, by the way, his name is Sangakara. I forgot about that. Sorry, dude. He basically moves his defense and special defense to his attack and special attack. So now, in Blade form, you have 150 attack and special attack, and base 60 defense and special defense. That's probably the only time it's fair if it doesn't kill something and you hit it on when it's not in its shield form. But it's so stupid, because what you can do is set up in shield form, as you can see going on here. I'm not even explaining the mind, like I was explaining the mind games, but I gotta tell you how stupid Aegislash is. You can set up in shield form because you're so defensive, and then what you could do is make them lose attack by predicting a contact move with King Shield, make them lose their attack, set up more, and then sweep with Shadow Sneak. It also learns Iron Head to kill off those fairies, and learns Sacred Sword to kill off Heatrans, because Heatrans are going to be particularly powerful or popular in taking this thing out. That's at least what I was going to do, but I had to make mine specially defensive. But regardless, Heatrans, physically defensive Heatrans is going to deal with this thing. As you can see, I outsmart my opponent if you were following all the things while listening to my explanation of Broken Aegislash. Just IMO, set up hazards with this thing, it's going to be stupid. Heliolisk comes in, it's a special attacker, it's normal electric, so I can't hit it with Shadow Sneak. So I'm just going to send in Flourish, because it's most likely going to use either Volt Switch or just Thunderbolt or something like that to take me out. And as you can see, it does absolutely jack all. Now, he's lost his Aegislash, so anything he sends in can be toxic. He's going to switch out. He's actually going to go into his own Flourish, I believe. Yes. And I get the Toxic off. Now, oh no, I get the Wish off first. Sorry. Because I want to see what he switched in before I Toxic. Now, again, this guy has a different set from me. He's running the normal Recover, Moonblast, HP. I believe that's Ground, he said. HP. I don't know if HP Ground is normal, but most of them run Recover. Wish is not too bad. I mean, it doesn't have the greatest HP stat, but it's still useful. But regardless, with this thing out here, I can send in Barbaracle. And Barbaracle in this match has base 70 speed, but in actual fact he has base 68 speed because Smogon is just working with refining the stats. Nonetheless, base 68 speed or base 70 speed, setting up a Shell Smash with a White Herb, basically means good game because nothing on his team outspeeds this. He doesn't have a choice to cover fast enough. I go for Cross Drop, I probably could have killed with Razor Shell. Barbaracle is a really powerful Pokemon. Base 118 attack, 106 or 108 defense, and 68 speed with Shell Smash. It's rock and water, so it's times 4 weak to grass. The only drawback to this thing, it's really powerful, it has really good stats overall as a sweeper. The only drawback is it doesn't have accurate moves. It doesn't learn Waterfall, you have to use Razor Shell. 5% chance to miss. It doesn't have any contact moves because it learns Tough Claws. That's what makes this really, really powerful, right? It has Tough Claws. So, It can't abuse any rock contact move because it doesn't learn Head Smash, only learns Stone Edge, which can miss. Cross Chop can miss. You would have to otherwise rely on Night Slash, which is what I'm actually going to attempt to use with Razor Shell and Stone Edge. But anyways, as you can see, I'm just testing to see what can take hits, and as you can tell, not much can take hits. But then I decided, you know what, Flourish can just come in, take hits, and I can just Toxic him, and that's basically the game because I have the Wish stalling ability along with being able to hit it with Moonblast, which is 90 power move that has a 30% chance to lower special attack by 1. So basically, he won't be able to damage me, and I'm going to take this game with a clean 3-0. So that was an excellent match. Sengakara, comment, rate, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this battle. As back and forth as it was with just explaining Pokemon and stuff like this, and not really talking about the battle itself, that's most likely what these first few uploads will be for me, just trying to explain what different Pokemon do, making really large emphasis on the Pokemon that I think are really powerful, and I'm going to tell you right now, Aegislash is a threat. Okay, Malamar is actually a threat. I foolishly sent it in on a guy who gets Stab U-turn, and it's time for a Weak to Bug. I didn't even think about that, but Aegislash is a threat. Hawlucha I can see being pretty good. Barbaracle, I hope people use it. I hope people realize it gets Shell Smash, and that if you get it set up, as long as you don't mind missing once in a while, which it most likely will happen, which makes it, again, that one drawback, it's really powerful. Greninja, base 122 speed with, I think, 113 or 115 special attack. Ridiculous. With Protean getting stab on every move. Ridiculous. Even Heliolisk with the normal typing, it's very good to send it on Aegislashes or anything that tries to use Shadow Sneak priority. And that's another thing with Aegislash. Ghost typing prevents you from using Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, or Extreme Speed. Think about that for a second. You need to use Foresight. It is stupid. I can't stop talking about Aegislash, but I must to finish this upload, right? So, that will be the game. I have one more Gen 6 custom match will be coming up later, a couple of days. I've been really busy with school, so if you notice that things are a little slow with uploads, now you understand why. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any suggestions or if you have any questions about 6th Gen in general with attacks, or if you need any help with teams or stuff like that, I am down for it. I am building, I think I have 4 teams now already, just for OU Pokebank, which is basically December 27th, you have everyone paying a $5 subscription so they can trade Pokemon from their older games, which is, in my opinion, stupid, but that's when everything will be open and people can just do whatever they want and build their own teams, and that's when probably tiers will be really solidified. So, the good thing about Showdown is we can get a head start on that. We got like a 2-month head start on everyone, so yeah. That's going to be it. So if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, don't look at this team necessarily as a team that I thought of necessarily seriously. I just wanted to try out, defensive core between Gourgeist and Flourish is not too bad. I think the better one that I came up with was Gourgeist and Heatran, because Heatran special defensive just covers Gourgeist and Gourgeist covers Heatran. It's not too bad, actually. It's not a half bad core if you think about the typing and their defenses as well. But again, Aegislash poops on both of them because Heatran is especially defensive, and I need to stop talking about Aegislash. Somebody slap me. Actually, don't slap me. I don't like being slapped. But yeah, if you need any help with teams, want any suggestions, stuff like that, this is what it's going to be like for the next little bit. I'm really excited. I've never started off a generation, so yeah, welcome to 6th Gen, ladies and gentlemen. Pwn is in it, and we're going to keep with it. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace. And Aegislash is still broken.